Hi, I'm Helen and welcome to this class today. It is a standing mobility and strengthening flow. It is completely wrist friendly. We'll be standing up the whole time. There are a few squat type movements, so it may not be friendly for your knees. And without further ado, we will begin. As always, we'll start on the mat, centering, feet hip distance apart, knees stacked over ankles, pelvis over knees, shoulders are back and down, palms facing forward, chin parallel to the earth. Close the eyes and just center here. Thank yourself for getting out of the armchair, pulling on your workout gear and bringing yourself to your mat for some me time, some movement, something good for you and your body and your mind. There is no movement practice that we ever regret. Just letting go of the day you've had or the day that you may have ahead of you, depending on what time of day you're practicing. Centering in on the breath. Noticing the connection of your feet to the earth. Feeling that sense of groundedness. Then slowly open the eyes. On an inhale, palms come up to the sky. Full body stretch, fingertips together. And exhale down again. Inhale, palms lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, palms up. And exhale down. You can stay with these half salutes or we'll do a full forward bend. Inhale, palms lift, and exhale, folding from the waist, coming down to the earth, maybe bending the knees, and draping the body over the thighs. Inhale, lengthening out of the waist into a halfway lift. Exhale, descend down. Then inhale, coming all the way back up. Palms to chest. Again, inhale, palms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, descend. Engage in the front spine as you come up. Palms to chest. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Lengthening out of the waist. Exhale, descend. Inhale, engage the front spine, coming all the way back up. Palms to chest. Inhale, lift the palms to the sky, and then exhale, bring the hands behind and interlace the fingers. So your elbows may be bent or they may be straight. Your palms may even be together depending on the openness of the shoulders. Maybe lifting the hands away from the glutes, feeling that chest expansion. I always used to dread this posture in a yoga class. I found it so difficult. Too much hunching forward over a computer, I think. It's great to open the front of the body. From here, keeping the hands together, bring them onto one hip from behind. So we're like this. Holding here, and then leaning the head away from the hands, so towards the opposite side. Feeling that stretch down the neck. Deep breaths. And inhale, come up. Change the interlace of the fingers to the funky side, and then they come over to the other side, and then leaning over. That feels so good, stretching out the neck. You can even sort of maneuver it around a bit, maybe feeling some little bundles of tension in certain places. And inhale, come back up. Go back to neutral, and then release and shake out the arms. Stepping out into goddess pose, so feet are turned out, knees are tracking over the toes, and sitting down deep into the thighs. Bring the palms to the chest so the spine is straight, grounding into the heels and the balls of the feet. You can lift the toes and this really activates the core. Bringing the hands to the knees, dipping one shoulder down, so coming into a spinal twist. Coming back up, over to the other side. We're just warming up here, so just getting into all the planes of movement of the spine, the different motions that it does, rotation, lateral bending, flexion and extension. Then back to center. Maybe straighten the legs for a little bit of relief before we go back down again. And coming back down, this time coming over, leaning onto one side. So you can have this hand anywhere that feels good. Stretching out the side body here. Come back up, over to the other side. Back up, one more each side. My legs are really burning already. And then come back up, straighten the legs and heel toe the feet back into the center. From here, bring the hands to the hips. Ground down into one foot, the other one comes in front, pointing the toe, then point out to the side. It will go back, coming into a lunge, coming up and back to the middle. Again, forward, side, back, lunge, straighten, center. Forward, side, back, lunge, straighten, and maybe straight without putting the foot down to the front. I know I didn't do it. To the side, to the back, a lunge, zipping up the midline, front, side, back, a lunge, front, side, back, lunge, and to the center, other side, front, side, back, lunge, to the center. So you don't have to do the lunge if that's a bit hard on the knees. Side, back, lunge, and maybe straight to the front. Side, back, lunge, one more, front, side, back, lunge, and there, shake it out. We'll do that again, 5 on each side, but this time incorporating some hand movements. So grounding into this foot, front, side, back into the lunge, and then to the front, side, back to the lunge, 3, 4, it's a bit of a mental workout, getting the arms and the legs together, and 5. Other side, front, side, lunge, front, side, lunge, front, side, lunge, 2 more. 1, 2. Last one. And release. Now we'll come into a curtsy lunge. So bringing the palms to the chest, stepping 1 foot behind, bending down into this curtsy, and then coming out to the side. And then back, curtsy. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Second side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Now the foot will lean onto one leg. This other leg is extended with the hip slightly turned out. Bend this front knee. Hands are here. First of all, we'll start with the arm motion. Pulling this top arm up, it's bow and arrow, open and then close. So we're opening and closing. 3, 4, 5. Now we've got the arms. Lean into this leg and lift this top leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. Bending this standing leg, slightly open in this top hip. 1. So it's minimal weight on that back toe. 3. And that will make the transition easier into the balance. 4. Get a fixed gazing point for your balance. And 5. And then lean in all the way into this leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake it out. Brilliant. Come to chair pose. So feet are together, bending into the knees. We don't want to arch the spine like this. We're keeping the tailbone going down. And arms are actually going to come shoulder height. This is traditional chair. First of all, we'll come up onto the toes, working on our balance. So on an inhale, lifting the heels, and then down. That's 1, 2, get your fixed gazing point. 3, 4, 5. 5 more of those, or you can come with me and bring the seat to the heels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. And shake it out. And shake it out. Brilliant. Standing into one leg, bringing this other knee up, and I'll demonstrate first what we'll do. Hands will come to the hips, get a fixed gazing point, lift the knee up. You're going to sweep it inwards, internal rotation, then external rotation, and then the leg goes back, and there's a lift. Okay, so 10 of those on each side. Take a breath, get a good base with this opposite leg, a fixed gazing point, zip up the midline, inhale the leg up, internal, external, lift. That's 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. And release, shake it out. Second side, side B, easy side. Get your base, get your gazing point, get the breath. Lift the knee and we'll begin. 1, 2, 3, oh goodness, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we're done. And then the last move today is eagle arms and a knee lift. So I'll turn and face this way. First of all, arms come out to a T. Right arm will come on top of the left. If you can do the eagle wrap, and that's not a rap song, rap as in W-R-A-P, bringing the hands together. Otherwise you can just do this. It's still the same stretch in the shoulders. Coming here with the elbows lifted, whatever arm is underneath, that leg will step back. So for me, my left leg is going back because my left arm is underneath. Standing in this eagle lunge, grounding into the front foot, particularly the front heel, zipping up the midline, fixed gazing point. On an inhale, knee comes up, elbow to knee, and then back. You don't have to touch the elbow to knee. See if you can. 2. So it's like a crunch. 3, and a lunge. 4, and a shoulder opener. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unravel, other side. Bottom arm, that leg goes back. Ground into this front foot. Lift the elbows, zip up the midline. Get your breath, get your gazing point. And we'll begin on an inhale. 1, 2, 3. This side is a lot more awkward for me. 4. I don't think I look very elegant. 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes it takes a few goes for you to get it. Get the movement in the body. And 10. And release. Shake out the arms. Oh, maybe roll out the neck. Do a couple of arm circles. And then in the other direction. Reconnect with the breath. I feel quite out of breath now. Just do a couple of hip circles in one direction, then the other. It's so good to work on the internal external rotation of the hip, because quite often the only movement we have in the hip is flexion and extension. So this is flexion and this is extension. So when we're walking, we're sitting in chairs, we're driving a car. So to actually get the other motions is really good for the body. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.